Parashat Toldot Aliyat Rivi'i. At the end of the last Aliyat Yisrael, we mentioned that Yitzchak is essentially banished by Avimelech and the Pelishtim. They see his success, it's frustrating them, and they ask him to leave, which he does. Aliyat Rivi'i opens by telling us Vayal Misham Be'er Sheva, that Yitzchak goes to Be'er Sheva. There Borei Olam appears to Yitzchak and says, I'm with you, I'm behind you, don't worry about it, you're going to continue to have success. And Yitzchak builds a Mizbeach, and he offers a Korban. Avimelech, interestingly enough, then goes to seek out Yitzchak and says, we changed our mind. We realize how successful you are, we realize Borei Olam is with you, we want to make a treaty with you, so that we can work together, which Yitzchak does. Again, Ma'aseh Avot Siman Lebanim. We know that Avimelech entered into a treaty with Avraham. He's doing the same thing with Yitzchak. History is repeating itself. I did want to mention that there's something important to note about the wells. We know that the Torah doesn't waste a word. It's true, we're talking about this concept of Ma'aseh Avot Siman Lebanim. And so mentioning the fact that Yitzchak redigs the wells that his father built gives further credence to this idea of Ma'aseh Avot Siman Lebanim. It's another example. But I can still ask, why does the Torah spend so much time talking about wells? He dug them, they filled them, we redug them, he named them, we renamed them, we fought over the name. What's with the wells? And there's an interesting perush, which writes as follows, that there's a fundamental concept going on with the wells, and that is this. Wells were a gathering place. There was no running water. People were constantly going to a well to get water. When Avraham dug wells, what he did there was also create a space where he was talking about the concept of monotheism. He was preaching to the people, he was being mikarev the people at those wells, because that's where they were. Avraham is digging all of these wells because he continues to make his mark of monotheism in the region. When it says that the Pelishtim kept filling up the wells, yes, they did so physically, but philosophically it's saying that the Pelishtim are trying to cover up, to eradicate Avraham's message. The filling in of the wells is also saying they're trying to delete Avraham's footprint from the region. When Yitzchak goes and he redigs them, he's not just redigging wells. He's bringing back to life his father's message of monotheism and saying, we are here to stay. My father's legacy, his footprint, I will continue, and we will continue to preach the concept of monotheism. And it was done at these wells, which were gathering places. So as I'm reading the text, I have to be sensitive to what it's telling me in its repetition, talking about a story that seemingly seems to be not something that I would otherwise get so excited about. It's a philosophical, fundamental principle of Abraham and Yitzchak's battle to spread monotheism and create their footprint in the region.